For years, we've been teaching our technology how to talk, but now we're right on the edge of teaching it how to act. And this isn't just some small upgrade, it's a total reimagining of what AI is. We're moving from AI that can just have a conversation to AI that can actually execute a plan. We are witnessing the evolution from a simple chatbot to something way more powerful, a digital chief of staff. And really, this question is everything. It's the key to the entire future of AI. This is what separates an assistant that can find you an answer from one that can achieve an outcome for you. It's the leap from a passive tool that just sits there waiting for you to tell it what to do to a proactive partner that can actually anticipate what you need. So to really get a grip on where we're going, we first have to be crystal clear about where we are right now. The entire world of conversational AI, literally every chatbot you've ever interacted with, is built on one of two fundamental blueprints. And the choice between them? Well, it dictates everything that comes next. On one side, you've got what you can think of as a scripted play. This is a deterministic AI. It's predictable, it's reliable, it follows a very strict pre-programmed flowchart, perfect for simple, straightforward tasks. But on the other side, you've got the improv actor. This is a generative AI. It's using a large language model to literally invent new, original responses in real time. It's dynamic, it's creative, and it can handle the messy, unpredictable nature of a real human chat. And it's the sheer flexibility of that improv actor that blew the doors open to a whole new frontier. It's what gave us a path to finally close what we call the agency gap, that huge space between an AI that can just answer a question and one that can truly, actually accomplish a goal. The core idea here is this word agentic. Now, this isn't just another buzzword. Its meaning is incredibly precise. It comes straight from the Latin root agere, which means to do, to drive, or to set in motion. You see, this is a fundamental change. We're not talking about language anymore. We're talking about action. It's the evolution from a passive oracle to an active participant. Probably the best way to think about it is like this. A low-agency AI is like a junior assistant. It's totally reactive. You give it a simple, very specific command, like book this meeting room, and it goes and does it. But a high-agency AI? That's a chief of staff. It's proactive. You give it a complex goal, say, organize the annual company offsite. And it gets it. It understands your intent, creates a whole multi-step plan, and then executes on it, all on its own. So what does it actually take to become that chief of staff? Well, an agentic system has to have 4 key characteristics. First, it has to be able to perceive its environment and then take action in it. Second, it has to operate autonomously, without you needing to constantly check in. Third, it needs to maintain an internal memory to keep track of the context. And finally, and this is the big one, it has to be able to plan over multiple steps and, crucially, revise that plan if things change. Now, it's so important to understand that this isn't some overnight revolution. It's a clear, traceable evolution. We started with chatbots, which got really good at conversation. Then we moved on to assistants, which learned how to help with simple tasks. And now we are just stepping into the era of agents. Systems that are designed not just to help, but to actually learn and solve complex problems for us. This is it. This is the dawn of AI Agent 1.0. But okay, how do we scale this incredible new capability? Because as the problems we give AI get more and more complex, a single chief of staff model just isn't going to cut it. The solution, and this is what's so fascinating, doesn't come from computer science. It comes from a foundational principle of economics. That principle is the division of labor, laid out perfectly by Adam Smith more than 200 years ago. He realized that if you break a complex task down into smaller, specialized jobs, you get these massive gains in productivity and quality. And that exact same logic, it's now being used to build the next generation of AI system. So this creates a really interesting strategic trade-off. A single agent is like a lone artisan. It's simpler to manage, sure, but it's a generalist. It can't be an expert at everything. A multi-agent system, on the other hand, is like a modern workshop. Yeah, it's more complex to coordinate, but it allows for this incredible level of specialization, letting a whole team of AIs solve problems that are way beyond what any single agent could handle. And inside this digital workshop, the team becomes so much more powerful than any one member. Just imagine a complex research task. You could have a searcher agent that just goes out and gathers all the raw data. Then a summarizer agent sifts through it to find the really crucial insights. And finally, a writer agent assembles the final report. Each one is an expert, and together, their output is absolutely world-class. This is how we start to tackle the really big challenges in fields like scientific research or complex project management. Okay, so let's bring all of these different ideas together. We can really boil down everything we've just talked about into 3 core pillars. This is going to be your mental model for understanding not just where agentic AI is today, but where it's all headed. So, pillar number 1, design is destiny. That first choice between a predictable, scripted AI and a creative, improvisational one, that is the single most critical decision. It defines the system's entire potential and its fundamental limits. Pillar number 2, from knowledge to action. Honestly, if you take one thing away, it's this. The single most important trend in this whole space is the shift in AI's purpose. We are moving away from passive oracles that just give us information and toward proactive agents that understand our goals and actually get things done. And the final pillar, the power of the workshop. The future of AI is not going to be one single monolithic super intelligence. No, it's going to be a collaborative symphony of specialized agents, each one a virtuoso in its own right, all working together to solve our most complex challenges. This whole evolution, it completely changes the nature of our relationship with technology. We are shifting away from just asking, what can AI tell me? The real question, the one that's going to define the next decade, is this: what can we achieve together?